Welcome to another episode of Cowboy Nation Live. Yes, I am here today. I got a cord in the way. Let's get that out of the way first. Sorry about that. I am here today to talk to you guys about what happened to the Patriots. I want to give an extra special shout out to my nephew, Rodney Thompson, who's a Patriot loving just his whole life. But hopefully he'll call in tonight and we can have a further discussion about what really happened with Bill Belichick having his worst loss ever in his whole tenure, his whole 29-year career. That is something. Dak might have not have beaten Brady, but we sure got the best of the Pats, didn't we? And had Brady stayed around for another season, because whatever they do with him, those, I don't know, knee injections to keep him young or whatever they do, Dak would have eventually got him. But on another note, guys, I want to know, what did y'all think of that performance? Dak actually scored in the red zone. So for all those people out there saying Dak can't score in the red zone, guess what? We did it. We did it. He did it. And I'm proud of him for that, because next week is really probably the biggest game of the season. It's really a Super Bowl to us against San Fran. So it's going to be something to see. I want to talk about the different things, what's been going on with our Cowboys, and I'm trying to make sure we're on live right now. Yes, we are on live, so I can see the comments. If anybody wants to share this, go ahead and share it, like it, subscribe. If you're a Cowboy lover like myself and my wife, y'all come on, join the Cowboy posse. There's something else I gotta talk about today too. My brother from another mother, the man, the myth, the living legend, Sanders Tisdale. I'm gonna put it out there. So I tuned into his show today, right? Steeler Nation Live. Of course, they had a loss this weekend, but they were talking about the Dallas Cowboys the whole time. I thought I was on Cowboy Nation Live. I couldn't believe that. So y'all know how that goes. They talk about us when they love us. They talk about us when they hate us. They have people calling in from San Fran, talking about the Cowboys all over. But that's another story for another day. But I just had to put that little blurb in there just to see what was going on with everybody today. So let's get into some of the things that went well for us this weekend. Our offense did a tremendous job. I thought we really brought it. Again, it was our defense, because our defense really put the pressure on, what's his name? Zach Wilson. Lil Rod, Zach Wilson. What you were saying about him? He's your future? Okay. We're going to have to see about that. But I thought we did a really great job containing him and their Ezekiel Elliott. What happened? Yeah, I'm just saying, people. You remember what happened to DeMarco Murray when he left? He was held to negative 29 yards. His number. We held him to his own number. And what happened to Zeke? I venture to say quite the same thing. But hey, we're not going to talk about all of that. Those are just little nuances that are coming up every now and again that just pop in my mind when I'm talking about. But our offense was tremendous. Dak actually scored in the red zone. So I was definitely happy to see that. And some other things that went on. Let me make sure they're not trying to come up in here. Yeah. Some other things went on. Our CeeDee Lamb got in and got his touchdown, Michael Gallup got some. Everybody was eating a little bit. It wasn't really a lot, but it was big enough to beat Bill Belichick and holding them to 3. Our defense, oh my God. Can you say it again? Defense wins championships. That's right. Defense wins championships. And our defense, I don't know where we were last week against the Cardinals, but we showed up this week against the Patriots. And I'm trusting that we're going to show up next week against, those 49ers, those 49er dudes, I'm not even going to, they look good all around. They're probably the best all around team. As far as offense, defense, special teams, running, cornerbacks, the line. I mean, they've got every position, and they're accelerating at high skill levels right now. So I know our defense, it's going to be interesting to see what our defense can do with them. if we can actually stop McCaffrey, because I really like McCaffrey. I think he's a beast. I think he's probably one of the great elite running backs, and he's doing his thing. He isn't scared to get hit or anything like that, and jumping over people, hurdling. So it's gonna be something to see. Anyway, as we go on to say, let's talk about that offense now. Let's continue with the offense. The offense, they did pretty good. I can't complain with that. They had some great things that happened. We'll pull up some of these stats right quick. Cowboy stats, if y'all don't mind. I had this earlier, but it just kind of went away, and I don't know what happened. But sometimes you get glitches like that, but it's okay. Now, as far as the total team stat, we did great. Dak did excellent. There's no complaints there. Dak actually shot was 28 to 34. Only 28 to 34. Y'all know what that is? It's only 6 passes that he missed. 261 yards, and he scored a TD. Tony Pollard, he could do a little better, just 47 yards for 11 carries, with 11 carries. Ferguson, he stepped up big time. I was really impressed with him. He's one of those backup quarter tight ends that we had. We had Hendershot, Ferguson, and 2 other ones last year, and those 2 are still around. But Ferguson was 7 for 77. He was Dak's, you can say, his go-to, his safety box or whatever, if you want to call it that. Cooper Rush, he came in the game. He had 2 completions for 2 attempts, so we can't complain about that. Tony Pollard, Cavante Turpin, he got his 46. So we had some rushing yards. We had 124 yards rushing. CeeDee Lamb also got 12 yards rushing. So we can't complain about anything. You know what we held Ezekiel to? 16 yards for 6 carries for 16 yards. 2.7 yards a carry. So, and his long was 9 yards. So we really did some things with him. So Jake Ferguson was our leading receiver for 7 of 77, like I mentioned earlier. Michael Gallup was 5 for 60. Jalen Tolbert even got in the game. He was 4 for 53. And CeeDee Lamb, even though he got the touchdown, he only had 36 yards. So I'm hoping next week against San Francisco, he gets a little more, a few more touches than that. That 36 yards was, and even Brandon Cook took some of the, Dak spread it all around, basically. He was 4 for 27, and Tony Pollard, again, was 3 for 13. Even Rico Dwaddle got a pass for 8 yards. Cavante Turpin received 5 yards. Even Deuce Vaughn got in for 2 yards. But for a total of 281 total offensive yards. So it was very, very, it was a good game. It was a good effort. I think that there's some things that we can definitely do to improve, and some things that we definitely want to do to improve, especially against the 49ers. Yeah, I'm not even going to be talking no junk about the 49ers, because they are beasting right now. I thought one of the things about the 49ers is that this dude shot, we're talking about Purdy. He only missed one pass, one incomplete pass, and that speaks volumes about some things, But nevertheless, I thought we did our thing, and it was impressive. So I think our defense is ready. I think we are ready because we had, how many fumbles did we recover? We had what? We had a fumble recovery for a TD. We had a pick 6 for a TD. So if our defense can step it up like that and keep doing things like that, that'll be an awesome thing, But Leighton Vander Esch, I used to criticize, just like Jalen when he was there. It's like, what are you doing? You're getting burnt. But he actually had 4 solo tackles and a total of 7 altogether. So that was pretty impressive to me, that he was around the ball a lot. Him and Jordan Lewis. I can't complain about that. He even got a hit on the quarterback too. So that's all good and dandy. And that's what I say. And Deron Bland, who got the 2 interceptions, man. Are you kidding me? Come on, y'all. Talk about the defense with me, please. Talk about the defense. Talk about the defense with me. He got 2 interceptions, one for a pick six. Anybody got any thoughts? Let me see if anybody's saying anything right now on here. Let's talk about one for a pick six. Yeah. Just want to thank all y'all for commenting in the section and for joining us tonight. You know, we it's about our Cowboys and what we do and what we're here for. So on our defense, like I was saying before I veered off and started talking about something else, our defense was on point. 64 yards Bland ended up with, and a TD, and as well as 2 picks. Punt returns, Cavante, 2 for 13. Brandon Aubrey, 3 field goals for 3. But we got to work on that. Even though field goals are great, and they can be a game decider. But if we got touchdowns, it would be a lot better. Even though Dak did score 1 touchdown for us in the red zone. So I'm not complaining about that. I'm loving it. And I just want to see what some of y'all are saying out here tonight. Can y'all see what's going on? Cowboy Nation Live. Thank y'all for chiming in. Appreciate the love. Oh boy, they're talking about Taylor Swift. But it's funny. It is what it is. So I want to say to my nephew, Little Rod, I told you that you guys would not come into Dallas and win. And I told you, I predicted this game. I need to play that because when I play that was very impressive of what I said. I said, we'll give them 3 points. And guess what they got? 3 points. I was giving them 0 at first, but I said, no, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to give y'all 3. And I said that we would get 40 plus. We ended up with 38, but hey, 2 points away from 40. Come on, y'all. And I told you, Little Rod, I told you, but you don't listen to me. I know you over there licking your wounds. You're going to be doing a lot of that this season with the Patriots. And y'all been rebuilding for some time now since Brady left. You would think that Bill Belichick would have it all together by now if it wasn't for Belichick, right? You all right, wifey? Huh? Well, that's my wife peeping over here now. You gonna come on the show? Come on the show. She's not feeling too well. Let me just ask her, is everything okay? Everything all right? Okay, all right. Just got to get something for her after the show. Nevertheless, sorry about that, guys. Let's get back to these fabulous Cowboys and what we do best. You know, I think the thing about it is, I think we're a force. If y'all agree with me, put it down in the comments. If y'all agree with the Dallas Cowboys this year and what we're doing, put it down in the comments for me. Join the conversation and see what's going on with us. Wanda, you got anything to say about that Cowboy win this weekend? Come on, sis. You got to say something. Because Little Rod is a Patriots fan, and he's been talking junk all season about what the Patriots going to do to the Cowboys. And what happened? 38-3. 38-3. So I just don't know what to say about that. So, Little Rod, I love you. You know I love you. You my heart. But why are you a Patriots fan? I don't know. I still don't understand that because Bill Belichick has had his worst loss in 29 years. 29 years. This is his worst loss ever in the NFL. And who does it to him? You want me to tell you?
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, that's who does it to him. So, Big Tiz, I was wondering if you were out there tonight. You got anything to say? I'm looking for you because I saw what you did to my Cowboy Nation Live page too. I know you're an admin on there and you be posting some stuff, some anti-cowboy stuff. Gotta have a talk with you, kiddo. Yeah. Yeah, I'm calling you out on that one. Yes. But anybody, everybody, let's talk about our special teams now. Let's get into that. Y'all want to talk about the special teams? Special teams we did really good in. I think we contained the Patriots for the most part. The special teams was like I said, we got 3 field goals. Boom, 3 for 3. I don't care about getting all those field goals, but it is what it is. And Brian Anger, man, his punts. I mean, he kicked some long punts. I'm like, was he a soccer player? What was this dude? 2 punts for 112 yards, 56 yards apiece. His long is 57, and he's just right there, just like averaging that as long right now, you know? So even Brandon Aubrey did great with the field goals. Cavante got some returns, and it was all good. It was all good. We had a good format going on with our team. Our offense was there. Our defense showed up. I think next week against San Francisco, we really, really, really have to step it up. I know against McCaffrey, that's going to be the matchup. McCaffrey and Purdy and Debo and Bosa. I mean, they got somebody everywhere in every position that can definitely pose a threat and a challenge to us. But I think we have what it takes to win this game. But it's just a matter of us showing up. You know, like last week, our defense didn't show up against the Cardinals. And you saw what the 49ers did to the Cardinals. That's another story. But we're going to stay on the Cowboy topic. So what do we think? Let me see what people are saying. Any more comments? I got to check the Cowboy Nation. Thank you, sis. Appreciate that. Big Tiz, where you at, man? Big Tiz. Got to see where this guy is right quick. See if he'll actually just call in. Have a call coming in. He's think he's gonna be there. Maybe he won't. Maybe he will. We'll see. I don't know. No, we don't have him this week. But anyway, guys, I want to thank y'all for chiming in tonight. We're going to keep this one short tonight. Keep it nice and short because we won again. There's only so much bragging and boasting that you can do. I saw the memes, Cowboys dancing, literal Cowboys dancing. We them boys. People were sending out how we act when we win. We just win. We know nothing else to do but win. So all the haters out there, speculators, skeptics, all of you guys, you know, I'm going to venture to say this is going to be a very positive year for the Cowboys, as we have them every year. You know, I think San Fran poses the biggest threat. I don't think the Eagles are going to pose as much a bigger threat as they did last year. I think with them, the Eagles really definitely last year was really, really something to reckon with. This year they're winning, but they're not winning like they were winning last year. Last year they lost to Washington. They almost lost to Washington this weekend. So who knows? They might pick it up and do what they did last year. You never can tell with the NFC East. It's one of the greatest divisions in the league, I know. We're talking to Big Tiz about Steeler Nation, and he seems to think that they're one of the greatest divisions, which they might be. Who knows? But they have an opportunity to be the number one in the number one spot for the division if they beat Baltimore this week. How about that? You know, that's how where everybody is in that 2-2 thing range over there. So It's going to be interesting to see what they do as well. And like I said earlier, I was called in on their show, and they were talking about the Dallas Cowboys for the most part. And so I had to call in and put my 2 cents in because I thought I was watching Cowboy Nation live. But anyway, you know, it is what it is. And I want to thank you all for coming in tonight and being a part of Cowboy Nation Live. Thought some guests were supposed to come in, but it looks like they didn't make it. I'm going to check and hope everything's okay with them. But next week, the Cowboys, San Francisco, Sunday night primetime game. We just had one of those 2 weeks ago or a week ago, something like that. But that's what the Cowboys do. But I think that is going to be our toughest challenge. If we can, hurdle over this one, I think it'll set the standard for us and build up Dak's confidence too. Because the last 2 seasons in the playoffs, we had some challenges that that were posed from the 49ers and going down to the wire trying to score. But hopefully this game right here will kind of set a precedence for us to see them just like every other team and not come in there thinking that they're better or just fearing them, or taking them for granted, which I don't think we'll take them for granted like we did with the Cardinals. But I think there's a such thing as getting too big-headed. And a lot of y'all say Cowboys fans do that, but I know better, and we don't do that. We just speak facts and truth. So to all y'all haters out there, we love y'all because y'all make us even more greater. The more y'all talk about us, greater we get. Just like on Steeler Nation Live. I thought I was watching Cowboy Nation Live. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in to Cowboy Nation Live tonight. Be back next week, 7:30, the same time to check us out. If you have any questions, any concerns, even post your memes. I want to see what kind of memes y'all put up. That would be awesome. Send us some Cowboy memes. I know Minnesota, my son's team, Kirk Cousins took a 90-plus yard interception, pick 6, and I know he didn't like that too much. But let's get back on it, and we'll hope to see you guys next week. Same Cowboy time, same Cowboy channel. Looking forward to seeing you guys and trusting that all will be well. So until next time, peace. We love you. And I can't find my my outros. There we go. We love you, and we'll see you next week, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in. Truly appreciate you. Have a great night, everybody.